Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Today I like to show you that how to replace these cars, these rear areas pulps like brake light pulp or braking pulp, and then this side flasher pulp. And this my job starts first so that I need to open this rear areas, this pulp cover, and this side area there is bumper, and there is my trunk, and there is this area, and there is two screws what I need to open, these two, and for that job I need screwdriver, and I open these screws. Normally there is this screws in high quality cars like this Toyota cars, that they are easy to replace, and some other cars but are not so high quality. There can be any kind of plastic fasteners and clips and so on, and plastic tricks, and they can we have to handle these carefully. But there are two screws, and then this side panel opens so that I carefully lift that, and then when I little bit move, this panel opens. And then when I rotate that in this way, we can see this back area, and there is this most important things, because there is one and two pulps, and when I open these covers, this area, there is this brake light and parking light in reverse, and this opening happens so that I take my hand in here and only a rotation, and then this part opens, and some cars like this Toyota, they give this sound signal that it means that now this is free. The sound signal was that. This is this Toyota's quality things, that when it is in here, and then when I open, listen, click, and it means that now it's open. And there is this pulp, and this pulp, when we take this old pulp away, there is idea that we take good grip in here, and then our hand in here, and then we need to press that down little bit carefully, not too much force, like 2 fingers force, and in same time we need to rotate that little bit down and rotation. I show again, like in that way, that there is this pulp, that first little bit press down one and carefully rotate, and then it opens. Please be carefully, because these light pulps can go broken. Okay, and then when we need new pulp, how we can get similar? The best thing is that if you own this Toyota car, what is in here, like this Camry, I recommend that you go to visit in Toyota dealership, because they have just right and the most high quality pulp in this car, in that kind of car, and this Toyota's pulp fits in there 100%, and you will get that pulp in right away. Like in San Francisco area, please visit in this Bay Area's Toyota dealership center, and that pulp cost about $4 in California area, if I remember right. And in Europe, like in London area, please visit in this London central area, and this pulp cost about £3. And in this France, in Paris area, please visit in this Toyota dealership center, and it costs like €4. Okay, but then when we have this new pulp, we can also go to purchase some aftermarket pulps, like in stores like Home Depot and Target and Walmart, and then we can get aftermarket pulp. But quality can be similar than Toyota, but normally it is weaker. it means that it is not so high quality. And if we purchase those poor quality pulps, then they don't last so long, and that I recommend always the original pulps, because then we have less worries. More worries is bad, and it generates stress. Okay, and then when we have this new pulp, how we install that back in here? Because this pulp, there should be, the new pulp must be similar. Look inside, like in here, there is 2 wires in their inside, because there is parking light and brake lights in here inside. And then when we install that new pulp, there is trick that first again we take our grip in here, and look, there is 2 holes in this side. These holes are in here, that hole and in that hole. And this pulps goes in here only in one way, and it means that I can install it only in one way, not in that way. And how we know that this pulp is in right position? Because this is tricky situation, especially to novice and trainees. That how to install, because if we press that too much, then we can broken this glass. And the idea is that we test carefully, like one thumb finger that goes this deeper. If it is not, then we rotate that in another side. Look, there is 2 metallic spikes in here, and they are in different locations, and this is the trick. And now when I press, it don't go, and then when I rotate that in another way in here, and then when I press, now it goes deeper, and then there is this trick. When I insert that deeper, first deeper and then rotate. This is the 2-step. Deeper, and now it seems that it is okay. Actually I had wrong position. It must be deeper and then rotation. Both of those things must be happens. Because then we have first check. And first check is that is this pulp enough tight, and this tight test is that I take my fingers in here and then second hand pull that out in that way. Now it means that this is okay. And how to see that if this is not okay? If I install that in that way, like novice, and then when I do that test, this pulp opens, and this is bad. And that's check again, install again, right position, press down and rotation, press down, rotation, press down and constantly press and then rotation. Test is okay, and then next step. These pulps must be always clean. Like in my clothes, they are sandy, and that's clean cotton cloth or white paper. And clean this all areas carefully. And also that areas, this inside areas. And now when it's clean, we have next step. These pulps goes in these holes in only one way. There is specific this shape, and how to know that what is this right way. There is idea that when I install that back in here, there is now bigger hole in here, and that's when I install that in that way. There is also situation that I need to press that little bit, and same time I need to move that carefully in that way. And it goes like deeper when it is in right position. Now when I rotate that, now it rises, and then keep that light in this striked position. Strike means that this kind of position, that kind of position is wrong. Strike pulp in here, and then when I rotate that, suddenly it like drops. Okay, when you drops. Okay, now it drops. Look. It goes like deeper in that way, now it drops. But if this is not wrong position, it is like in that way. But in one position it goes deeper, and then remember when it is deeper only, we need to rotate that again a little bit, that we hear this click. And now this work is done, and second test is that I need to test that is this tight in here, and when if it is tight, our installation is ready. And again, if I have missed something and I do this test, and if this goes away, our installation is bad and wrongly. Okay, and then I do that again, a little bit patient, and then press and rotate, and now it is there, test. And then the final test. What is the final test? We test that is this our light working, because this is the full point that our light must work. And it is good to test always in that position when we are not yet installed this back, because then we can do something. And now there should be a situation that when I insert this parking light on, there should be light, and next I will go to do that. Okay, and what is situation? Good, excellent. And then I like to also test that is this my this brake light working and this flasher, and I will do that next also, those things. And I take my key. Okay, great. Flasher is working, and by the way, I missed to show that where is this flasher light. It is in here, in that part, and when I rotate that, we can see that hey, it's working. And then when I install it back, it works in that way. And this flasher replace is same idea than that one. And then don't insert any dirties inside. Good. And then I had this final test, what was this brake light, and then I go to press brake pedal also. Okay, and there should lights work, and everything is then okay. And final step is then to install this cover back, and it happens so that there is always some ideas, like in this Toyota, that there might be some metallic spikes what goes in these holes, and it is first step. And then when I need to install these screws, this goes normally nicely, like in that way. And then I take this my screws what are in here, and I insert this in back in there, and there is second screw, and this, and then Phillips head screwdriver, and then normal well fastening. That way. Good. And now this job is ready, and I am very happy that you watched that video so well. And now you can also replace bulbs. And please, if you have anything to ask, please send message to me. And thank you for watching, and have a nice service and repairs, and see you in next movie.